Good morning. Today we're going to be making one of my favorite coffee treats, which is a mocha. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So key ingredient, chocolate syrup. This is previously made. I made a homemade one. It's just equal parts water, sugar, and cocoa powder. Cook it on the stove until it gets thick. So chocolate syrup. So the first step is you have to make a homemade chocolate sauce. You could use, if you have like chocolate syrup or something, but I like to make it homemade. And that starts with equal parts water, cocoa powder, and sugar. So I'm gonna go over to the stove and then you can just combine your items. So a half a cup of water, a half a cup of sugar, and then a half a cup of cocoa powder. So once those are mixed together, you just want to turn the heat on medium-low because you just want everything to come together and thicken up. So this makes a chocolate sauce that's like a little bit thicker and not quite as sweet as like Hershey's syrup or something. It's more like what you would find if you bought like a jar of it from like more of the specialty food section. If you want it to be a little sweeter, you'll want to obviously add more sugar. But you just want this to kind of come to a simmer. Okay, so mixing it together. So right now it's like super thin, but once this comes to more of a simmer, it will start thickening up and almost have the consistency of like you melted chocolate chips. Steamed and frothed milk. So for mine, I have, it's not a great angle here. I have about half a cup of milk. I think personally dairy milk tastes better, but you can use any milk of choice. I have combined some half and half because we don't have any regular milk and some almond milk. And then if you can, froth it. So I'm gonna do that in the frother. So then it's a little foamy. And then right over here, I have about 4 ounces of like a really dark coffee. So I'm gonna put everything together. So to make the mocha, I usually put about 1 to 2 tablespoons of the chocolate syrup. You could just eyeball it and then stir it all up. This is insanely easy. It takes no time. It's a perfect treat. Once you've mixed that in, a little more mix. Once you've mixed that in, then you go ahead and take your milk. So I made this a couple days ago, and I used an almond milk that like didn't froth very well. This is like the same brand as like Simply Orange Juice. It's like Simply Almond or something. And this frothed way, way better. So I just warmed up. This was about a half a cup of milk, but about doubles in size. And then I'm just gonna pour the milk in. And then when it gets to the part with the foam, I'm just gonna spoon the foam right on top, because that's kind of fun to have all that foam. And then drizzle with just a tiny bit more sauce, and you got your mocha.